lot of them are always late.
Yep. So, for anybody that's hanging in the rafters, howdy, howdy.
Hello, everyone.
And welcome to the show about much of nothing. So, here we be.
Here we be.
Yep. So, the meaning for today, Miss Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
Miss Lisa. Howdy, howdy.
She says, afternoon. You can't be lost. I found you.
I am always lost. Hi, Miss Bobby.
Hey, Bobby. Hey, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. Much love, all. Yeah, I am lost. Because with my health and what have you, that's the reason for the title is because of that. Hi, Sugar Plum.
Hey, Sugar Plum.
Long time no see. I will know more Friday. The nurse called me this morning, asked a whole bunch of questions. I answered, and she says, well, we need to get you an appointment. I said, I already have an appointment set up with you guys. And she's like, you do? I said, yes, Friday morning at 10:45. And she says, oh my heavens, yes, you do. Okay, cool. We'll see you Friday morning. I said, yes, you will. So Friday morning, I'll go figure out what's going on. And Friday afternoon / early evening at some point in time, I will pop on here and do a live update with what they say. So everybody will know.
And hopefully they've got information to tell you this time. Hopefully they know some things.
Yes, I agree. Miss Darlene, howdy.
Hello, Darlene. Hello, Darlene.
It's my biggest thing right now is the never not knowing. I miss Jen. Yes, the hurry up and wait. And I hate hurrying up and waiting.
I'm doing the same thing with my eyes, so I get it.
And I know Darlene is going through the same thing with her. And my prayers and loves to everybody for all of that.
Me too.
So that's why the Lost title and the kind of
you get discombobulated. I mean,
yes,
it wasn't all that long ago. You were going to work every day and you were highly active, and all of a sudden, the rug got jerked out from under you.
Yep.
The symptoms get scary, and the time is excruciating. The waiting, I get it. That's why we're here for you, buddy.
Yep. The constant headaches, the constant shaking, the eyesight,
trying to adapt.
Yeah. It's a shit show.
Mm-hmm.
And then not to mention too, I'm trying to get Moz to get her health straightened out because, she's got a shit show going on with her. She don't talk about it, but it's my wife. We've been together 35 freaking years. I want her to get her shit show straightened out, get her health straightened out. I'm trying to kick her in the butt to get it done. So, maybe a little prodding from some of the kind people out here in this world, prod her, kick her in the butt to do that. So,
Darlene, I've got a floater that's so big, I swear to God, it's Darth Vader wafting through my eyeball. Literally. Annoying as hell.
Well,
yes, my favorite word, shit show.
You know, I know she goes to one doctor tomorrow, and then she has some others set up down the road, but, you know, we got to get her straightened out too. So that way we can still take care of each other, and not that we don't, but, you know, for the next 35 years, we can still take care of each other.
Yeah.
Right?
Got to be at your best. If you're at your worst, you can't help others if you can't help yourself.
Yep. So, not to call you out, dear, but I love you, but we need that.
Love you too, Ma. But yeah, get your ass in gear.
So,
you know all the appointments I end up having to go to.
Yep.
It sucks, but we just got to go through it. We got to jump through the hoops, and we got to cut through the red tape. And
yep.
Yeah, it sucks. Like, you know, it's a shit show, but you just keep showering it off and plowing through.
Do what we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I have found a little relief in the pain department with the headaches. As some of you may have seen over the weekend, I was a little out there in La La Land, or heard about. Yes, I partook in the tomato of the, however y'all say it or whatever.
Oh, you got some tomato garden.
Yes. One good toke and about 6.5 to 7 hours of no pain. Was really nice.
You do what you got to do.
And
I would be doing it too. I can't. I'm allergic to it, so I can't. But yeah.
I don't do it every day. You know, just the bad days, once or twice a week, maybe.
Takes that edge off.
It helps.
The rough days.
Yes, the really rough days. So, that being said, yeah.
Welcome to modern America.
On a lighter note, for those that have been following the saga from across the pond, so to speak,
you mean the Buckhart shit show?
Yeah, Miss Willow got her package today. So if y'all would be interested, I'm going to turn it over to her and let her entertain us.
Yeah.
Hi, Miss Tina. Let her entertain us for yeah, Jennifer. That yeah, call it weed. That makes sense. Yep. So
See, even Jennifer Hayes indulges in that.
Yep.
There's a lot of people that are now.
Yep.
Where it's getting legalized, a lot of people are getting relief from that, and they're able to avoid the narcotics and the opiates. And
yep.
Hey, at least it's natural.
Yep.
And it makes for a damn good brownie, apparently.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, Jennifer, I agree. Yep. And I've got friends and family that told me if all I have to do is ask, and they'll get me any and all I want. No money, no questions, no answers. Just yep. So
they're there for you.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So, alrighty. Well, if you're ready, I will. Let's see. I think I just click on you to make you big.
I guess so. I think it's a drag and drop.
Square in a color, it says solo layout. Oh, okay.
There you go.
There you go. Okay.
All right, here's the box. On the front, a ding. On the side, a hole. And for whatever reason, they have a perforation line on these, and this one ruptured in transit. So I don't know what's missing, but we'll see what's still there. They didn't tape the perforation line. You'd think they'd know better.
Yeah, Tina, maybe they will eventually. Okay. At some point, all the states are going to, as far as I know. So just not sure when.
I am just cutting into that perforation line and taking it to the edge, slicing her open to get a flap access
Cool,
here.
Lisa.
Okay. Got flap access. Here's the box.
Cool.
On auction, I won a huge lot of Winnie the Poohs. And part of them I chose. And I think part of them went to Tina, I can't remember. And the rest were supposed to be donated to charity. Probably didn't happen, but don't know for sure.
Right.
They may became cat toys, who knows? But there's one of the
No, it's not a drug. It's natural stuff.
Oh,
Yes,
thank
this
you,
is
Darlene.
stuff
That's Callie.
from,
She's my 20-plus-year-old. She's my oldest kitty. Thankfully, she is still healthy and active and ornery and a mother hen like you would not believe. If I'm having a bad pain day, she is on my ass. Even if I just get up to go pee, she's on my ass. She's like, get back in there and sit down. I got to pee first. It's just the way she is. She'll follow me. She sits there and waits till I'm done. And the minute that I stand up and pull my britches up, she's like, get your ass back in the living room. Anyways,
Yep.
we got poo.
It's an herb. And yes, it's the box from across the pond from
Yes, this is
Donkey
from
Buffy.
Funky Fluctard or whatever you call him.
Yep.
There's reindeer poo. There's cowboy poo.
Cool, Jennifer.
Poo and Roo. They're attached. They're a single unit.
Cool.
A mini Ty. No idea where I got that. How I got him.
Huh.
But he's a little reindeer Christmas. He's like an ornament size. And he has a bell in him.
Ah.
His ass jingles.
He got bells that jingle, jangle, jingle.
Yeah. There's a ding-a-ling in there.
No, I'm over here. Tied around my neck and I'll shake and bake and dingle dangle.
Here is the thistle earrings that I was promised. Scottish thistle earrings.
Cool.
Don't know yet, Tina. I'm still digging, and there's 2 boxes. This is only the first one that's arrived. It was shipped on the 20th, Lisa. And here is another jewelry box that was open and empty. Don't know if it's in the bottom or if it fell out through lack of taping the perforation on the box. Oh, there's a pile of jewelry in here that was probably supposed to be in the box. And it's kind of tangled. That's probably the only reason it stayed. It wouldn't fit out the crack. See if I can get this apart. Glass bead necklace.
Oh, Jennifer, go right ahead, honey. I'm not worried about it on my channel. Matter of fact, the link's up at the top, pinned up there yonder. If you want to hop up and here, go right ahead, darling.
There's an owl necklace.
I'm more than happy to let you up here behind your avatar. Love to have you.
Yeah, come on up with us. We don't bite. I only got 14 teeth, so.
I think I've got 10.
A Y necklace.
I
And I don't remember if this is any of, like, he would go through boxes, real regular, go through bags of stuff on his channel and stuff.
Hi, Mr. Ted. Howdy, sir.
I don't recall any of this being any of the, please put it in my box kind of things. Beside the owl, they're not really my style, but I honestly don't remember.
Miss Kathy. Hi.
Come on, get up here. I did a breathing treatment right before we came on, so I'm a little shaky.
You're fine.
The albuterol will do that to you.
Yep.
A little
That's
hard.
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty. I'll probably convert it into a bracelet, though.
For the few that's just dropping in right now, my title for today was, I'm lost. Yeah, y'all found me. It's because of the health thing and what have you. Those that have seen me in chat and what have you know that I'm still dealing with everything. And I go to the neurosurgeon on Friday. Hopefully Friday afternoon, I can do a live and give everybody an update on what's happening. Today was just kind of an impromptu thing. It was going to be a funny thing. Found out Miss Willow got her box from over the pond from Dorky Fish Dunk Butt. And I said, hey, let's open it and see what you got. So here we go.
Sleep mask and earplugs in a little drawstring bag. No idea what that is.
He probably lost it.
Who knows? Look at the source.
Yeah. Dorkfish Donkey Butt.
Okay, there's still a bag to go through. I'm checking under bubble wrap to make sure nothing else is working in corners or stuck in cracks. I think we're good. There is a blue swirl glass little necklace or bracelet. I think this goes with the necklace I showed earlier.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, they go together.
Cool.
A single cufflink. No idea why that. Not a dude.
Maybe
he didn't know what it was and threw it in there. Who knows?
Fell off of something somewhere, or take a stone out of it and use it somewhere else.
There's no stone in it.
Oh.
It's just a stamped metal design.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, watch for sesame seeds and cigarette ashes.
So far, I haven't seen any of those in the box, but I'm going into a bag. This is a stamped cuff.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Be kind of neat to make like a, no.
What I would I don't know. Something I've done with these before because they don't fit my fat wrist. It ain't happening. I've punched a couple holes on each side and put
leather stripping.
I did some kind of closure. I think it may have been magnetic, and I used it as a curtain pullback.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was thinking like try to extend it a little bit and put like leather stripping through it, leather strips, and make it like a tie around like a cup or something. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I'm kind of that medieval look thing, so.
Yeah. Well, everybody likes a little medieval. I love Victorian, so.
It comes from the Funky Fucktard, Jennifer.
All right, and this is in there. This was one of the big things that I was hoping was in the box. Let me get my loop.
Wonder Woman bracelet. There you go.
Yeah, it's way too small to be an arm gauntlet, at least for me. That ain't the one I wanted. Or is it? Is this the right? Well, I just lost my turnkey. Now I'm dropping everything. Oh, there's my turnkey. You never want to lose the tool to open your battery pouch on your loop, and it likes to float around in here. I need to put it on a fob or something.
Hey, I'm glad I'm making folks laugh.
No, I don't need the blue light. Oh God, just blinded myself. Ain't I talented?
Blinded by the light.
Okay, this is marked 925 Italy. I'm looking at the metal close up. want to look at the back of these.
Oh, wow, Wendy. I'm sorry, love. Willow,
Hmm?
when you're done, read Wendy's comment.
Well, now I know what my friendship meant to Squashy. Has the Thai jingle beanie I sent her has a gift.
The Jingle Bell Beanie thingy that you got?
Oh. And she put it in my box?
Apparently so.
I'm sorry, Wendy. Do you want it? I'll ship it back to you. Yeah, just gotta let me know, girlfriend. Okay, the pendant is marked 925. Get my vision back from blinding myself again. And it does have the tarnished patina that it should have. I don't have a test kit, but with my 35 plus years of experience with jewelry, I would say this is sterling and not fake.
She says,
And,
keep it alone. She loves you.
oh, thank you, sweetheart. This is Larimar. I can
Cool.
identify the stone, and I do believe it is true sterling. This is
Cool.
one of the items that I paid for that I was really hoping was in the package. Because it's been decades I've been trying to latch onto a good piece of Larimar in a style that I liked. I've got raw Larimar. I've got Larimar beads, but I wanted a sterling set Larimar piece. And I like square. That's just me. I'm square. It's hip to be square.
That's right. That's right. And it's also fun to be round. You know, round's a shape, and you go bouncy, 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 bouncy.
Yeah, I don't bounce so well anymore.
Yeah, I don't
I've
either.
deflated enough that it's more like splat and you're done.
Yeah,
There isn't no buoyancy. Yeah.
So
yeah, I lost my bounce a long time ago. Anyways, I'm going through this bag that was just laid in the box. Seeing what's in there. And if I recognize this, I believe that this is the rest of the Scottish jewelry that I bought. It's from that artist that apparently lived up the road from him or near him. I don't know. And it's in a wine bag. But he probably has no idea that that's what that bag is for, but it's actually, yeah. This is what you put wine in to gift to people. Good old nylon organza.
cool. Oops. Good little storage bag, but
Yeah, I have like a whole drawer full of those. That, yeah, I pull them out, use them for this, that, and the others. Okay, this is a Scottish key fob with the flag and the bagpipes.
no, that's cool. Hi, Michelle.
This is another owl necklace. I love the leaf petals. It looks like it's missing a couple, but I can modify. I can like do the center and some other leaves that I already have.
Okay.
And, you know, use the bigger ones for like the feather edge, you know, for his feather, his wings. Change it up a little bit. I can make it happen. I collect leaf charms, cat charms, you know. I've got tons of leaf charms, so I'm sure I've got something that will work. Oh.
That little bagpipe thingy, my grandma would have drooled all over that.
Yeah, I love the sound of bagpipes on a good day. Other days they drive me out up the wall because they're kind of screechy.
Yeah. I
Okay,
can
this
listen to them.
is the Scottish sheep earrings.
Ah,
Which
cute.
is also Scotland original. And just for shit and giggles, I'm going to pull these out and see if they're marked. He said all this stuff was sterling. See if I can turn my loop on without blinding myself or you. Turn it over. These have a more like a costume stamp on the back. So I'm probably
Yeah, we
not
all know he
finding that.
never did test anything in front of anybody.
Yeah, he said they were sterling. Checking the French hook for a stamp. No stamp on the French hook. Or the coil. It's got one of those little ear stoppers. Let me move that back and see if there's a stamp under the stopper.
Who's
No.
got milk duds we can throw around the room?
Yeah. Where's the milk duds? Hey, Michelle. And I do not believe these are sterling. They don't look sterling. There is a possibility that the French hooks are sterling plate. There is a little patina, but it is the modeled patina of a plate job and not of solid sterling. And it also has the finish of a plated item. Hey, Kristen.
Hey, Kristen. Well, you be careful driving, young lady.
Yes, please be careful. My phone stays in my handbag when I am on the road.
Hi, Mr. J.
If I'm in the middle of drama, being a caregiver all those years, drama would happen. And I get a text or something, I will pull over and check it, but I will not check it while I'm on the move. I don't check it at a stop sign. I don't check it at a stoplight. I pull over. And another pair of the Scottish sheep.
Hi, Miss Susanna.
Third pair of the Scottish sheep earrings. So I have 2, 4. I have 6 little sheep charms.
For the few that's just popping in now, the I'm lost is me. Yes, I am lost in my own little world, waiting patiently, trying to figure out the ordeal with the doctors and so forth and so on. So henceforth why I'm lost. In a nutshell, I'm here. I keep swimming. That's what I keep telling myself. I just keep swimming. It'll be fine. Which it
One
will
day at a time,
eventually. Yes. I go to the neurosurgeon on Friday morning. Friday afternoon / evening at some point in time, I will pop a live and let everybody know what's happening. So at some point in time, Friday afternoon, evening, look for me to pop up and say, hey, guess what? This is what's going to happen, or this isn't what's going to happen. In the meantime, Miss Willow got her box from across the pond from Frichtard Fuckenbacher, and here we are sharing her goodies that hopefully she got most of what she paid for.
Well, this is one of 2 boxes, so I won't know for sure until the other box arrives. But it was shipped the same day as this one, which was the 20th of May. And I've pulled out a necklace out of a gift box. I have 2 of them, or a bracelet, I'm sorry. And I'm looking for markings. These were supposed to be the Scottish ones that were made by an artist supposedly near where he lives.
Kathy.
Hey, Kathy.
Oh, I can come up with some good words.
Hey, Jay.
Hi, Miss Joyce.
Hey, Joyce.
Welcome to the show.
I don't recognize this one as the one that I had chosen, but it's got some cute charms on it. Let's see. Turn it around. This is a kilt right here. A Scotty dog. A chalice or wine glass. A Gothic cross.
Cool.
Another sheep.
Man.
Polyfill fuzzies. There's little white sticky dots, the little foam sticky dots all down it, apparently to make it stick to the foam or the polyfill little liner thing in the box and stay there.
Right.
So there's polyfill like hanging off of it, which drives me nuts. It's a tactile thing. Okay, a dragonfly, the thistle, and some kind of weird little, I don't know, cow or bull or
I don't know. It's not wanting to focus. I can't speak. But yeah,
let me get that out of the way.
put your hand behind it, Willow.
Well, I'm trying to balance it, and
Thank you, Tina.
let me get the jump ring. The jump ring is caught on a horn on the charm, and it didn't want to hang right. There we go. Okay. There's the weird little bowl.
Yeah, a little bowl. Okay, cool.
Hey, Jay. And I'm not seeing any 925 marks on these. They were supposed to have been 925. They are not. They
Thanks,
don't look
Kathy. Yeah,
925.
it's funny seeing them written out.
I'm not finding any 925 marks on any of the charms with the naked eye, anyways.
Lisa, so true. So true.
Very fitting, Lisa. Yep.
Jay, you don't have to hold anything back on my channel because honestly, I don't care.
Let her rip, buddy.
Let her rip, Tater Chip. Link for the streams up in the top.
Okay.
If you want to hop on, let her rip.
There was 2 that I was getting. They were supposed to be 2 different designs, and these are not designs I recognize. So I got 2 of this different design. But they do have, the reason that I wanted 2 is because there were certain charms that I want to make a pair of earrings out of. And the Scotty dog was one, and the thistle was the other. And they are on these. So even though they're a different bracelet than I originally had planned on, I can still make it work. The ones that was before, there was going to be enough of particular charms on them that I could create earrings and a necklace to go together. But I'll just have earrings on these, but I can live with that. But they are not 925. There's no markings whatsoever, and it doesn't look like 925. Well, this is kind of tied in instead of latched in here. So let me unravel this.
See, I was here. I was hiding in the corner.
Okay, this is apparently, if it is in its original box, a Hargreaves Lansdowne. You see it on the lid there. This appears to be more of a bracelet box than a necklace box, so I do not think it is original to the item. I think it was just used to put it. This is diachromatic glass on a snake chain, and I'm seeing a marking. This was supposed to be 925. It is marked 925, but the finish on the little connector that they used for that does not appear to be 925. That is plated. Oh, hold still.
Thank you, Tina.
Now keep in mind, I do not have a tester. I'm going on years of experience with jewelry.
I'll take your year's experience over his one night stand.
Honey, he wasn't even a one-hit wonder.
This is true.
Yeah, this is plated. This is not sterling. I can tell by the finish.
Darlene,
A little bit of tarnish that's on it is very mottled.
Dear, thank you for stopping by. We'll be keeping you in our thoughts.
Definitely. Take care, Darlene. This was mailed on the 20th of May. Some of the stuff that I bought from him was from over a year ago. So, yeah. But anyways, it's a diacritic glass pendant on a plated cheapo bail. It has the handmade with love on the back. So it's not mass produced, probably. It is probably an individual produced. But whether or not it was a glass maker that made the diacritic glass that put together the piece, or any of that provenance, I have no idea. All I know is it is plated. It is not sterling. Which means it probably came from China.
Yeah.
I hate to say that about China. China does have some wonderful things, but jewelry is not one of them. Okay, this is a set of Top Trump's Harry Potter Witches and Wizards 30 count cards. This was a gift that he had planned to send me, and it is in the box. I am a total Harry Potter fanatic. And what's down here? A ring shaped up like mad in a hunk of plastic. So let me try to unearth that. Okay, this is a...
Yes, Jay, I agree.
This is not sterling plated. This is base metal, silver finish, faux cab, cheap adjustable shank. You can see the adjustable right there. There's no markings on it. If I remember right, I think this was one that he pulled out of a bag, and it was a put it in my box, please kind of thing.
Right.
But I don't think I planned or thought that it to be silver anyways. I just thought it was cool. That was in the box. Another
I'm not sure how you say her name. Chandra, I think.
Yes, Chandra.
Chandra.
Hello,
okay.
Chandra.
Hi, Chandra. Thank you for stopping in. Please drive safely.
I remember this, but I don't remember me saying I like it. It's a bumblebee. I don't do bees. I don't. The only bugs I wear is spiders around Halloween, and ladybugs.
Yeah, Tina. This goes back over a year now. That there's still folks from a year ago that hasn't gotten their stuff, and it's an ongoing aggravation. Not to mention that the GoFundMe, is an ongoing aggravation because of that ordeal. It's a mess, and they need to grow some balls, and they need to man up and take care of business.
Make it right with people who they have stolen
Make
from.
It right.
Basically.
You're making it right with us three. Ma, Willow, and Cody.
Well,
hopefully.
that's because we came online and called him out.
Right.
We have been accused of bullying, however.
Yes.
But we are not bullying. We are simply calling out a thief.
But
and making him make it right.
He needs to man up and make it right with everybody else. Period. Down the road, that has taken care of. Okay,
this is like a baggie that has got a handful of jewelry tidbits in it that I keep dropping everywhere. Okay, I gotta clear some space here.
Hi guys.
So I can keep track of what I'm digging in. I'm running out of table space here.
Hey to anybody hanging in rafters, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it.
And like you said, if anybody wants to join us, the link is
links up yonder. Feel free to hop in.
Tagged in blue up at the top.
I'm not ashamed.
Come on in and bitch with us.
Yep.
Okay, it seems I've got.
You don't have to show your face. You're welcome to stick behind an avatar. I don't care. It's a free world.
bunch of stick pins.
Wendy, you're always hanging, darling.
Or not stick pins. Can't even remember what they call those damn things. You know, they got the doodad on the
Hat
back.
pins. Hat pins.
Anyway,
I
there's
call
two
them a hat pin.
squirrels. Yeah, it's just a pin. There is two
True,
little
Jennifer.
kitty
Sadly
cats.
true.
Looks like a kitty cat and a fat wiener dog.
Chandra, real quick recap. My live was about me being lost, dealing with my health issues and what have you. Just to come on to rant a little bit about that. That's what today was going to be about. Before I came on, I found out that Willow had gotten her package from Todd Finkenblocker from across the pond. And I decided that if she would like to open it, because we all agreed that when we got our packages, we would open them live. I offered to let her open her package on my channel to show that she got some of the stuff that she bought.
I got a second key fob. Here's the first one.
Dingle but Duke Bop from across the pond. So in a nutshell, yeah, Willow's showing and telling her package, and we're just ranting and having a jolly good old time.
Well, you don't have to bitch, Michelle. You can just come on, hang out. Here's a little stretchy.
I'm sorry, Jay.
Charm on it, and it's green. I love green. Here is a single monster honkin' hoop earring. I mean, look at the size of that thing.
Yes, Lisa, I agree with that one.
Looks like something out of Aladdin. I thought I had some little something that fell.
Apparently, I was too loud. Tina, come and shut the door.
Now you know how she feels.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm. Two horse head. Come on, hands, cooperate. They're identical. Horse head pins. And a puppy dog, I think.
Yeah.
And a fox. Little red fox.
Cool. Looks like little hat pins.
Oh, there it is. That's a stray extender. It fell off of something. Yeah,
yes,
hat pins. There's pins because you can stick them wherever.
Yep.
Let me look for markings before I keep going to the blue. This loop is lit, but it also does infrared. There's two different settings. So you can check on amber, because amber glows under blue light. Or black light, that's what they call it.
Black light, yeah.
I'll get it right in a minute.
But yes, Susanna, that's who, yes. And it just, yeah. She got one of two packages that she's owed. We've gotten the two that we were owed. Not everything that we were owed, but we got two packages that we were owed.
This is a dolphin pendant, and it's just base metal.
Cody's waiting on hers still. Plus, there is, several other folks out in this wonderful community that is waiting on packages from, minimum, 6 months ago at least, up to over a year ago that is still waiting on their stuff. And, yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
This is a base metal rope chain. It is not sterling. It's just base metal. Silver tone. But it's lost a lot of its finish.
Yes, Lisa, you're right. They will get it in the end.
karma.
It's a
Karma's
bitch.
a wonderful thing.
Yep. Best served hot and cold sometimes.
This is, I don't know what this is. It's a key fob. It's a silver 6-pence. On the back up, there's a legend. The silver 6-pence put into the pudding in a Scottish home at Christmas. Everyone gave the mix a stir. Whoever found the 6-pence in their piece of the pudding on Christmas Day would see it as a sign they would enjoy good luck in the coming year. So apparently this is a silver 6-pence on a key fob with a few little star dangles. I'll have to look at it closer to determine whether it's authentic, whether it's plated, you know, what the bugger. And it does have the little foam sticky things again on it, like the Scottish jewelry did, so it probably came from the same place.
Probably.
So
did anybody ever come up with some milk duds to throw around the room?
Reindeer poop.
Hey,
This,
at least
I do remember these. This is 3 pair of
bird earrings.
Earring studs.
Yep.
I do remember buying those.
Yep.
So I got those. This is a scarf, doohickey.
Scarf ring.
Classic ceramic cab, hand painted.
Cool.
I wanted this for the cab.
Yep.
I don't do scarves much because I don't like stuff around my neck.
Right.
I wear my necklaces long. I don't like chokers. You can see I always wear open collar shirts that are way open.
Right.
You know, claustrophobic, the COPD thing. Yeah.
It's no fun.
You know, if boob falls out, at least I know it's open enough. Okay, this is supposed to be sterling. I do remember this. So I'm going to do a little looky-loo here. This is on a micro filigree chain. 925 is stamped on the spring clasp.
Okay, Michelle. I'm sure we'll be here somewhere. If not, remember Friday at some point in time, Friday afternoon, early evening, for a little bit. Just watch for it.
Okay, I do remember buying this. This is authentic. This is sterling silver. It does have the right patina, and the chain is newer. The pendant is vintage. It is the vintage hand-coiled filigree.
Oh, okay. Cool. Looks
And
like
the chain is short, so it'll get converted probably into a necklace for one of my dolls because it's the tiny filigree.
Right.
Figaro, the tiny Figaro. It's on a spring clasp, and the spring clasp is marked 925. And it does have the right patina for being silver. So I got that. I did pay for that. Okay, get more stuff out of the way. I'm just kind of putting everything back in the box right now. I'll go through it later and
no problem.
Sort it properly and put everything away. I just don't have a lot of room on my table. To Willow, just a little gift to say thank you for your support and friendship. We both love you so much, from Fluffy and Squashy. And it looks a little bit rubbed out, so I think that was probably done some time ago, and they probably don't feel that way so much now, but I don't care.
Yeah. You got a note. We didn't.
I have a feeling they're probably just too lazy to remove the note.
Yeah.
Even though they probably don't feel that way anymore. And that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, hate me. I don't care. At least I'm honest.
Yeah. Same here.
I go to bed at night. My karma's good.
I snore pretty good myself.
Well, I know what they really feel about me. They sent me some purdies. Here's a couple of rings.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jay.
A necklace in a baggie. says made in China, so I wouldn't guarantee that it's authentic. I probably won't even look.
Yep.
I do remember this. This was a feather pendant. I believe
I
it
need
was
to make you big
plated, but I
again
think,
here.
yeah, I'm not seeing any markings. I'll look closer later.
There you go. Made you big again.
And a bag of poop emoji buttons.
Oh, lovely.
And there's one out of the bag. They sent me a bag of shit.
Wow.
I'm sure I'll be sewing with those very soon. Well, there's the other cuff link and another single cuff link. This one has a little
Wow.
mother of pearl embedded in it. This one matches the one that I found at the beginning.
Yeah.
This one has just a little V of a chevron of mother of pearl on it.
Okay.
Don't see the other one in the bag. So apparently I'm a dude with 3 arms.
Well, never mind.
Here's a little monster car.
Huh.
You might be missing that, but too bad. Doll
Yeah.
prop.
Too
I
late
have a little
now.
doll about the right size for that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a bonus.
Yep. Exactly, Kathy. He sent me a bag of shit.
Yep.
And this I remember I bought and paid for. This is a little owl pendant.
Okay.
I do believe it was just costume. Yep, no markings. The finish is very costume. So another little owl. I love my owls. And no, the poop doesn't look like owl droppings. They do pellets. They usually have little bones and feathers and fur in them. And they don't come out that end. They come back up the top. Shortly after dinner, they pop a pellet. Little owl 101 there that you probably really did want to know.
Jay. Yeah, there you go.
This is a bag of tiny little.
Jay said use that third one for a belly
bars.
button piercing.
I do remember these. I don't think that they're like micro machine or anything. I think they were, yeah, they're just unmarked little cheap ones. But I think I paid like $1 for them.
Yeah.
For doll props because they're tiny.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
They'll work for. I've got
Yeah.
a couple of little boy dolls that are like 12 inches and under.
Right.
These would be about the right size for them.
Right. They're about an inch or so long.
Yeah, they're about micro
Yeah.
machine size, maybe a little bit larger, but not by much.
Yeah.
Here's a Capa de Monte brooch that I bought.
Excuse me.
It is busted. I actually bought 2 of them. They're both busted. They weren't busted when I bought them.
Mm.
Yeah, this one is the shank is bent terribly. There's the brooch. This leaf is busted off. This leaf is busted off. This leaf is busted off. And this leaf is busted off.
Wow.
So one leaf survived on the edge of the Capa de Monte. These should have been bubble wrapped and not thrown in a bag in the bottom of this bag with all the other shit piled on top of it. So the brooches that I paid for are destroyed. Here's the second Capa de Monte. Again, busted leaf.
Up a little higher, hon.
Hold on. Yeah, these are authentic English Capa de Monte.
Wow. Yeah. So anybody out there that, bought good stuff, hopefully, good luck, because obviously he don't know how to fucking wrap stuff.
And here is one of the pieces of leaf. That's the only piece that made it in the bag. So they were probably busted before they were bagged.
Yeah.
And then just that another piece got busted off in the bag. This is an interesting brooch. I don't remember this. This is vintage. It's some kind of artisan. This is like inlaid, almost kind of hand painted looking. And then it looks like around it is actually rows of beads that have been highly lacquered. You can barely see the seams on the beads. And I am not sure what that outside band is made of. Oh, they are beads. Looks like a little poly clay work or cane work. It's just kind of an artsy fartsy little mishmash that's kind of cool. I don't know if you can see the edges on that.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if I can get it to focus.
You show up better when you're smaller. So
Yeah, that's fine.
it gets really distorted when I make you big. But yeah, that is kind of cool.
Well, the little triangles between the little scallops, they look like cane glass. The white is they're coiled. The red and blue are like bugle beads. It's just an interesting kind of mashup. Yeah, you can kind of see some pockets, like over here in the white, where the beads didn't quite come together completely. I don't know. It's interesting, different.
Yeah.
Definitely vintage. You can tell by the patina on the back and the type of hook, little catch and stuff that it's quite old. Not sure how old. I'll have to do some research, but because the cup that it's even set in is of a very old style that I have seen as far back as the 40s.
I'd say probably 50 issues, maybe 60s.
Yeah, something. And then this is a bag of, we thought they were CZs. I think they're just cut glass. There's a couple, 3 different sizes in there. Hopefully Cody got some of these too. I think the bag was bigger and he was supposed to split them between us. I paid for them and then I was sharing with Cody. So hopefully she gets a bag too. But they're just little gems that you set in things. They've got the little pointy back on them, you know, like a diamond pointy back.
Gotcha.
And, they don't feel weighty enough to be crystal. They just don't feel weighty enough. So I think they're glass. They might even end up being acrylic. I don't know. And let me snip the bag open. What did my scissors? I'll snip the bag open and plunk one of these bigger ones out. I think they're plastic.
That sucks.
I don't even think they're glass. So I can still use them in crafts, but Cody won't be able to use them in jewelry.
Right.
I mean, they're nicely faceted and stuff. If nothing else, they'll just look good in something. You know,
yeah.
You just put your fingers in and play with them.
Tina says she remembers the pin. She thought it was a Campo de Monte or something like that.
Yeah, these floral ones are.
No, the other one.
Which one did I get
the last one you had.
The cab? Yeah, this isn't Capo di Monte. I've seen this type of collective beads. I've seen it in South America. I've seen it in some old world Italy stuff. Seems like there was some other place in the world that I've seen it. I'm not gonna remember right now. But it's very artisan, artesian, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But it's got kind of a crudish look to it, but yet not. It's weird. I just find that kind of stuff fascinating that somebody spent so much time putting all that together. It's just the artsy brain thing going on. And I believe that is it. I think we are finally to the end.
Well, Wendy, come down out of the rafters, darling, and sit in the chair.
Come on in here, girl.
Yeah. Links up
Get your
yonder
little
in the
grit butt
top
in
there.
here.
Make it go boop, and we'll bring you up here and whatever. You ain't gotta hang all the time. You can come sit. I won't bite too hard, I promise.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris. I don't know. I kept asking everybody for the milk duds to be thrown around and what have you, but I haven't been able to find any mud holes. It hasn't rained, so
that and Kevin has not showed up yet.
Yeah, Kevin hasn't showed up yet. So
what's with that, buddy?
Unless he's hanging in the rafters somewhere, and I haven't seen him yet. So, but you just got here, so just a quick recap. Yeah, Jello wrestling would work. Yeah, that way you could eat it too. So,
I'm sorry. After moves, twigs, berries, get
no
in the Jello.
Yeah,
I am so not eating that. Move, sweat, and pubes in my Jello.
Yeah.
I don't even like Jello, but yeah, you put that in my Jello, and I'm definitely I'm throwing it back.
How about pudding?
Pudding's a mood thing, and it's usually post dental surgery. Otherwise, I'm not a big pudding person.
Yeah, it had to be butterscotch or tapioca.
I tend to lean more towards mousse.
Yeah.
If that helps. Well, I'm just kind of poking this stuff back in the box.
No problem.
Mindy's Jingle Bear.
Chris, my lost thing was just my health, still the not knowing. But I do go see the neurosurgeon on Friday morning, this upcoming Friday morning. So sometime Friday afternoonish, evening, I will do a pop-up with a recap of what he says, just to kind of give everybody an idea of what's going to happen in the future, maybe. And I found out just before we went live that Miss Will got her box from Dinky Doinky from across
go
the
wash
pond.
my hands real quick.
Okay. So I invited her, since how we all promised we'd open them live, invited her to open the box that she got from Dinky Doinky Butt from across the pond, to open it. So that's what she's been doing, was showing the few things that she did purchase and some other odds and ends stuff that she had no clue. So in a nutshell, yeah. There's your new word there, Kathy. Dinky Doinky Butt. Yep. Hey, Mark, I recognize your name. Not a problem. Yeah, Mark. Just the wandering with my health ongoing, not having answers yet. Hopefully this Friday I will have some answers from the neurosurgeon of what they're going to do or whatever with the constant headaches, the shaking, the eyesight, and all that stuff. Look for an update video or an update live Friday afternoon / early evening. That's where we're at. Hey, Pearlini, how you doing, dear? Lisa, you're right. Nothing. Yep. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it.
And if y'all heard the cat, that was her mother handing me back to my seat. Went and washed my hands, turned the water on, Of course, I had to pee after that, so I went and did that. She was cussing me out all the way back.
Wendy, I would say she's probably passed out.
Yeah, Cody, I think, is hopefully getting some much needed sleep.
Yep.
And no drama delays or anything. Hello, Pearl. How are you doing? Hey, Mark. And just so everybody knows, Pearl Nini doesn't really care for Lynn. She likes Pearl. She likes to be called Pearl.
Yep.
She is fed, Chris, but she's a mother hen. She's 20 plus years old. And if I get up and do anything,
She don't
I
like
get cussed out
Willowbrook.
because I'm supposed to like sit here forever because she thinks that's the best place for me. She's a cat. She's an old, grumpy cat.
She's no grumpy pussy cat.
Yeah, I got a grumpy pussy. Amy.
Miss Amy.
Ninja. The ninja chick on YouTube.
Gotta make you blue, darling.
The listing queen. That chick
Yeah.
outstrips. I mean, you could take a room full of YouTuber resellers. She outstrips them on her listings. I mean,
Yes. She is a ninja when that's that stuff.
I've seen her do 75 to 200 plus a day listings.
You are now, dear.
You got Smurfy, Amy.
I don't know why you wasn't, but you is
It
now.
could be the first time you come on his channel, or it could be the first time that he noticed that you weren't blue on his channel. Hey, Serenity.
And
Serenity needs to get Smurfed too.
yeah, he's fixing to be buffed. He got bumped.
It's a he, not a she.
James.
It's a he. Okay, I didn't know.
That's James. Rascally Scavenger.
Ah, the name Serenity in this part of the world is usually female, and it usually starts with a S. Let's see. Yeah, it starts with an S.
Yeah. But no, that's Rascally Scavenger.
Ah,
Scavenger Rascally.
so James.
Yeah. No problem, sir.
James and his wifey.
Jessica.
Yep.
Yep. I think it's Serenity for his daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long time no see, bud.
Exactly.
Hope you and yours is doing well.
For those that just came in, I'm lost. Yes, I am lost. Lost and confused with the health.
Emotional medical struggle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Mo. We'll be going to the neurosurgeon Friday morning. So sometime Friday afternoon, early evening, somewhere in that neck of the woods, I will be doing another live to give an update on what said neurosurgeon has to say as what we're going to do next about the constant headaches and the eyesight and the constant shaking. Although the last couple of weeks I have found that smoking a little Jenga will take away the pain for anywhere from 5 to 8 hours. So if that's the case, then you know what? Yeah, a little Jenga is not going to hurt.
No, it's not.
I don't do it constantly. I don't do it all the time. But, you know.
Well, the little bit of that you do that gives you pain relief, that also takes stress off of your heart.
Yes, and it takes stress off of my wife and everything as well.
You know.
So, and I know it takes some relief off of Tina because she's not, worrying about me freaking out with pain.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I still sit and shake up a storm with it, but the pain's not there. Ganja Jenga, yeah, it is a game, but okay. You got me, Jennifer.
He doesn't need to buy CBD oil, Wendy, when his family can help him with
I can get any and all I want for free.
Natural grown tomato garden goods.
Yeah.
He gets them.
And I got a buddy that makes gummies. So if I want that, all I got to do is call him. So
Lisa.
thanks, James. Yep. You know, I'm not afraid to admit it. At this point, I don't care anymore because something's got to do. Something's got to give.
You've had what I have dealt with now for a couple of decades dumped in your lap in regards to the chronic pain, headaches, and just symptomatic, highly symptomatic. You've had it just kind of dumped in your lap in the past few months.
Yeah.
I've had years to adapt and learn to cope and still be able to function on some level and all of that. And you've just had it all dumped in your lap, just whammo.
Carolyn.
Hey, Carolyn. Yeah, fucking autocorrect, Amy. Yeah. That's why I turned mine off.
Yeah. Whatever y'all want to call it. I'm old. I get my words tongue-tied around my eye teeth and can't see what I'm not trying to say. So
we get you.
From there, y'all.
Honey. It's all good.
Yeah. Me and my messed up words.
Well, when you got, you know,
when you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, what do you expect?
No, when you've got those masses putting pressure on parts of your brain, certain aspects of cognitiveness and thought and things like that aren't going to work right, you know, and you need time to learn to adapt.
Yeah.
Just like everything else.
Kathy, I agree with that one. Wacky tobacco. I'll be like Willie Nelson. I'll smoke wacky tobacco with Willie Nelson. There you go.
There you go.
Or no, that's Toby Keith and Wacky Tobacco. Yeah.
I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's now Tim's Wacky Tobacco.
Yeah.
I love country, but you know, hey, this is Tim's world, so country or no, Wacky Tobacco works.
Yep. Left-handed cigarettes, whatever you want to call them. Yeah.
Hey, I'm left-handed and I don't do that. I can't do that. I would if I could, but I'm allergic. The shit makes me sicker than a dog, so.
Scooby snacks and green beans. Yeah.
Hey, I love green beans.
Yeah.
I ain't eating no Scooby snacks, though.
Scooby snacks. Yeah. That'd be good.
I might if I ever get the chance to try the beaver nuggets.
Yeah.
That have been wafting through the community.
The chat for a few days. Yes.
They don't sell them around here that I know of. There's one place in town that might, because they carry a lot of weird kitschy shit.
Yeah. You can get them online.
Yeah, but why am I going to pay for that?
Well, true.
You know, shipping on a bag of beaver nuggets.
Yeah. True. Oh no, James. I'm doing good. I have anywhere between 3 to 6 cigarettes a day, and that's pushing 6, maybe 7 tops. But anywhere between 3 and 5, maybe 6 a day is all I have, and I go outside most of the time to do that. Unless it's pouring down rain, then I'll sit in the front room. But you know, I'll go outside.
Sit in the front room with the window open.
Yep. So
I've gotten down there.
I want to have a cigarette when I smoke. You know, if I do the wacky tobacco, I want a cigarette afterwards.
Yeah. I smoke like a steam engine with my level of pain and stuff like that. My lungs are already shot, so it ain't gonna make any difference at this point.
Yep.
I've tried to quit. I've got a the starter pack of Chantix, but no sooner did I get it than the eye blew out, and they said don't start it because it apparently does have some aspirin derivative in it, so I don't even know if I can take it. And they wanted me to wait because it also has coagulant factor stuff because it's an aspirin derivative, and they want to wait until we figure out what's going on with my eye. Well, that's been like 6 months ago, so it's still sitting there. I don't know what's going to happen there.
Yeah. Chantix made me sick.
I have a feeling it's probably going to do me. My stomach lining is already shot. I can't take any aspirin derivatives. I have to take double dose stomach pain meds or stomach meds to help try to keep my lining stable. And I've got, I don't know, they're like these capsules that you put in water and dissolve
Mm-hmm.
They kind of remind me of what is that? That plop plop fizz fizz shit from back in the day.
Oh,
Um,
Alka-Seltzer.
yeah, they're kind of hideous. I use those if the stomach goes backwards. I also have to use digestive enzymes. I have to do prebiotics, probiotics, and all this crap, just trying to keep my flora and fauna happy because of all the
Wow.
steroids going into my system.
Wow. Now I did the patches back in September, whatever it was, uh, when I was in the hospital and what have you. And for like 2 months or so, 2.5 months, I didn't have a cigarette when I was doing the patches. And then it's like, you know what? Hey, this is just stressing me out even worse. The patches
Mm-hmm.
are. So, I just having one or two a day here and there. My buddy would stop by and of a morning we'd have coffee. I'd go out with him and have one, or he'd stop by at the end of his workday around 4:30 or so. I'd go out in the afternoon and have one, and then it just led into, 3 or 4 a day, 5 a day, whatever. That's all I do, and it helps me relax a little bit. It takes some of the edge off
Yeah.
for a little while.
I
And
can't use the patches. I've tried, and with my skin condition, the adhesive breaks my skin out really bad,
right.
and the area where the nicotine absorbs into the skin, I get a monster blister.
Wow.
So those didn't work. And I've tried. There's a product out. They call it Wellbutrin now. It used to be
Yeah.
called Zyban. It's a
Right.
stop smoking aid, but it's also a mental health med. That's what it was before. They changed it to a smoking aid when they figured out that a lot of people on it were stopping smoking.
Yeah.
So then it suddenly became, the thing in the 90s. It was called Zyban, then it's now Wellbutrin. It's supposed
Yeah.
to be the safest thing on the market for stop smoking. The stuff turned me into a freaking viper. I mean, I
Wow.
was fine one minute, and the next minute I would lash out, and it would make me angry enough to. I stopped myself, but it was right hairline of going physical, and just punching the fuck out of my mother, whom I loved dearly. No, she jerked me off of that. She said no,
Yeah.
and it turned my dad. It put him into a depressed blue funk. I mean,
Not
he,
good.
he just wanted to sit in his chair and die. It was total blue funk. And she
Wow.
jerked him off of it too. So, yeah, that doesn't work for my family.
Yeah. Some of that stuff is just, and I'm not a vapor. I've tried a couple different times here, there, and yonder. Um, the I just can't do the vaping thing. It
I
just
tried that and I almost quit. That's what I was doing when mom died suddenly. And that stopped that. And back to smokes I went. I've tried to quit. I'm at the point in my life with my health and everything. I just don't give a fuck. Smoking relaxes me.
yep.
It keeps my hands busy and it calms my mind. So I'm just like, yeah, stop smoking. No, not gonna happen. I'm perfectly happy.
Yep.
I know it's gonna shorten my
That's me
life.
right now. If one of the doctors says, "Well, you're going to have to because it's going to end up," okay, fine, then I'll give it. But until then, right now, it's making this old fat fart happy and kind of calms me down a little bit.
Exactly.
And I'm not going to worry about it.
Good
Yeah,
girl,
it
Kristen.
drives Tina crazy a little bit, and I know, and I'm sorry for that, but I just go.
It's working for you. You don't
Yeah,
overdo. It works for you. There's happy mediums. There's decisions. We're grown adults. And there are decisions that we have the right to make as to whether or not we stop smoking, knowing that, that it's going to shorten our life or whatever. Okay, I live with chronic, severe pain. I'm getting a 4-inch boring needle stabbed into my back every 6 weeks. It's a laundry list. I have the right to decide that, yes, it might shorten my life, but with my pain levels and everything, my life isn't the greatest.
right.
My quality of living is rapidly declining. I've been put into in-home long-term care.
Right.
They're fixing to come in and put a ramp on my deck and do my bathroom, totally redo my bathroom so that it's safe. Because right now it's super dangerous for me to shower, to bathe. I can hardly get myself out of the tub because of my shoulders. The shower I'm in, it's a tube. There's no way to put a chair in it or anything.
Right.
And so they got to do something, and they're working on figuring out. They're thinking logistics right now and what's going to work best for me.
Right.
I'm just waiting for that call once they make up their mind, and then I'll find out exactly what all they're going to be doing, so that I can prepare for it and get it scheduled. Hey, Gary.
Yo, Gary. What's up, buddy?
But quality of life, these do a lot to help keep me sane, to help keep me calm.
Sorry, I didn't hear you boop.
I could be taking like antidepressants, which we found out don't work for me. They shit backwards big time. So I'm prescribing this for myself because all the things I've tried and trust me, I've tried a lot.
I didn't hear you boop. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was getting ready to send Jennifer Hayes a message to ask her to tell you guys that I was in the back, because it takes me forever to get in the back. I made this point earlier. I bought a new phone, like last month or the month before. I don't know. I've had it for a little bit. And I bought it because my other phone was a piece of crap. But this one, if I turn my camera on, sometimes you can see what I'm showing you. Sometimes it's just a black screen.
Right.
And it's not just, it's like it's picky. Sometimes I can, like when I'm in Victoria's back room, sometimes that car scared the crap out of me. Anyway,
moody old man in a poker game.
Sometimes it'll let me show them. And then like earlier, I was showing them how our driveway is. I was explaining how my kid drove in the driveway and almost hit the house. Scared the crap out of me. And I went to show them something else later, and all they could see was the driveway. Like it froze on the driveway.
Gary, so you got the new phone hoping it would be better, and it's like a moody old man in a poker game.
Pretty much. It's kind of annoying because I'm like, I got a new phone, so I wouldn't have all these problems, and I have all these problems.
New problems.
Yay.
Is it new, or is it refurbished?
No, it's brand new. I don't usually do the refurbished
problems, or if it's just glitchy on its own accord.
Just like I can talk to you guys on StreamYard, but if I try to video chat, it won't let me. That makes no sense.
Well, that's weird.
And StreamYard takes more than. Right. I usually do. I don't like. Well, I mean, most of the time when I'm talking to Cody, I talk to her through FaceTime.
Mm-hmm.
If I talk to Abstract Possibility, I talk to her through FaceTime, because usually I'm like, oh, look what I found, because I'm always doing something. I don't normally I'm just sitting here at the moment, not doing anything. I'm just sitting here.
Well, that's a rarity, because you're usually running circles around everybody.
But see, I went to town 3 different times. I don't even want to talk about it. But I went to town 3 different times. I had to get money off my card so I could pay my mom. I went to 5 different ATMs before there was one that would actually let me withdraw money. I'm like, what the hell is going on in this town today? Because I figured I'll go to Walmart, I can use the ATM. No, I don't. Like, it was crazy. And the one lady at the one ATM, she starts cussing at the thing. Like, what's it going to do? Just magically work because you cussed at it?
Or you have those that start banging on it. It's like a vending machine. You can't knock the chips or candy bar loose,
Right. And that one, every time I would try to use it, it told me that I was trying to withdraw too much, because a lot of the ATMs, you can only withdraw a certain amount.
Yeah, they put limits.
Right. And I don't usually use that ATM because it costs more to take money off my card. So, I was like, okay, so I'll just try this amount, which was like the minimum that you can do. And it still wouldn't let me. I'm like, okay, this machine is just jacked up.
Yeah.
May have been out of money.
Yeah, it could have been empty.
Possibly. You know, they
With the
should have
holiday, they were
something
slow
on there like
refill.
it's not in service or something. Yeah, anything.
Yeah,
It can
shit.
vary from a half a pack to 2 packs a day, Gary. It just depends on pain levels and mood swings.
Gary, to give you a quick update, today's show was just me being still lost, dazed, confused about the health thing with myself. I go Friday morning to the neurosurgeon, so look for Friday afternoon / early evening
For an
for a
update.
live update on what's happening. And then I found out just before the live that Willow got her box of goodies, one of her box of goodies from Dingleberry Dorkfish across the pond. So we all agreed that when we get said stuff, we would open them on live. So she went through and opened her box of stuff from over yonder.
One of 2 boxes. The
Yeah.
other one's due any day. They were both apparently mailed the same day, which was the 20th of May.
So yeah, that took up some of the time, and we just been BSing and carrying on and having a good old time. And if you've got milk duds and mud, just go ahead and feel free to sling milk duds across the room and mud, and we'll just have mud wrestling and milk dud contest. Or mud wrestling contest and throw milk duds at each other. There we go.
Yes, Gary, I got a box. I will even bend and pick it up and show you.
Was
I'll
it
do
actually
everything. I'm
stuff
not
that
going to do
you
that
bought?
again. You'll have to do a rewatch, but
I'll give you a virtual fist bump if I find the camera.
I only got to get a hold of it here. See if I can do this without dumping it.
Is it actually
There's the
stuff that you
box.
got or wanted though, Willow?
Yeah, this is one of 2.
No, what I'm asking is, was it actually the stuff that you wanted?
The jewelry pieces that I had on my list that I really wanted, that I paid for, are in the box. There is some other items that I'm still waiting on. They're hopefully in the second box. There's also some items in here that was supposed to go. I don't know. There was like a little bear from Wendy that she gave Squashy, and it ended up in the box. So apparently Squashy didn't want it anymore. So yeah, it's kind of random. There's some items in there that was touted sterling silver. They are not. But there is the 2 items that I really, really hoped. Nothing broken, Jennifer. I didn't get anything broken.
Yeah, those flower thingies.
Oh,
The
yeah,
brooches.
those 2 brooches, the Capodimonte
Yeah.
brooches. Yeah, they were broken. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
The 2 items that I was truly hoping that were real sterling are in the box, and they are sterling. So the 2 jewelry pieces that was top of my list that I hope to receive and that they were authentic are, but there was other items that were supposed to be sterling. They're not. It's kind of a mishmash, but in the big scheme of things, I'm happy with what is in the box that I did truly want. We'll wait on the other box to see if the other items are in it.
Hi, Miss Tania
Hi, T.
and Kim.
Hey, Tania.
So yeah. Oh yeah, and you also got the sleep mask thingy out of nowhere.
Yeah, I got a sleep mask and a pair of earplugs in a baggie. I'm not quite sure what that was for.
Yeah. And there were some other odds and ends of whatever, but yeah.
Yeah, Pearl. The 2 Capodimonte brooches are busted up. The leaves, they're floral with little leaves, and yeah, the little leaves are busted. They weren't bubble wrapped. They were just put in a baggie and chucked in the bottom of a gift bag.
Nice.
Mark, this stuff goes back
Last year.
to about 6 months ago to over a year ago. So
Middle
there's
end
quite the
of
range
last
there.
year.
Yeah.
6 to 8 months ago at least. Yeah.
Well, a
It's
couple
really
of the
been
items
that
that I
long.
bought are right after shutdown. So
Yeah.
it would have been like early April. We're into June now, so
Dang.
of the next year.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Willow, that problem that I was having,
Yes, dear.
that problem I was having with financial stuff,
Hmm.
I'm good now. I got it all
Awesome.
taken care of.
Atta girl.
Busted my ass, but I got it taken care of.
You did, but you put your big girl panties on and made it happen, and
Right.
that is excellent. I'm so
I
proud of
don't
you.
ask people for help. I mean, I'd have to be like, well, no, because I didn't ask people for help either when I got in trouble. I got in trouble for defending myself. You remember that?
Hmm.
And I mentioned it this morning in Victoria's. And Victoria's like, or Cody's like, if you would have told me about the fine. And I'm like, I know what you guys were doing. That's why you guys didn't freaking know about it.
Well, you got it taken care of. You're good, and that's awesome. Now you can let it go and move on.
Yep.
Yes, Mark, it is a long time.
Yes,
But as
Pearl.
his friends, when all of the stuff originally blew up last year on Cajun Roots Resellers channel, me, Cody, and Tina all agreed to wait to receive our packages until he resolved all of the issues with the other buyers. She'll be back. This happens.
Yep, it does.
Yeah, it freezes up, kicks her out. Takes
Yep.
her a little bit, but she'll be back.
They'll say Gary typed "be right back" in the chat, and Amy disappeared. I'm like, uh-oh.
It happens.
No, I know she has internet issues.
Yeah, internet issues and apparently phone issues.
Yep.
But yeah, when all of this stuff blew up, us as his friends chose to wait to get our stuff until he had resolved the issues with the other people.
Yep.
Then he
And
just kind of
apparently
went
that
off
all never
YouTube and he ghosted, and we weren't getting updates. And over a year happened. We were waiting for the official complete reopening of where he lives in Scotland. That happened at the end of April. We waited until about 3 weeks later into May. Nothing happened. We heard nothing. We were done. What we were hearing was there was more people than we thought that didn't get their things and things weren't resolved. We had been told prior to his ghosting that there was only 1 or 2 people left and that he was getting it taken care of. And we weren't hearing that was done and that our stuff was going to be coming or anything like that. And then some things arose where we found out some truths, some proven truths about him that you can see on Tina's Mother's Day live.
Yep.
And we were done. So we went live. We called his ass out on that day. And
we'll continue to until he resolves everybody's.
Yep. We are going to spread it far
right
and wide. Do not buy from him. If he tries to set up community and set up, another scam, to call him out, to spread the word. We are doing everything we can to prevent him from being able to steal from people again.
Yep.
Because we found out that when he decided to start doing auctions, and the benefit auction for Squashy's surgery, which does not need to be done, that was all fake. The auctions that he did, he never intended. That's why he offered free shipping. That's why he couldn't keep track of the paperwork and stuff like that. Why? Because he never intended to send any of it to anybody.
Yep.
All he wanted was the money to show up in his bank account so he could spend it. He never intended to send anybody anything.
Yep, it was all a spoof from the get-go.
It was all a scam. His auctions and the GoFundMe benefit auction that was done for him or for Squashy to help her get a surgery that she supposedly needed. We have gotten proof from her mother that she does not need surgery. All she has to do is some exercises to keep the muscles strong around her spine to help support it, and she won't have to have surgery. If she becomes negligent with those things, then apparently it can break down, and surgery might be needed down the road years later. And they jumped up and, oh, Squashy's got to have surgery. We got to have benefit auction, blah, 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 and raised this money and promptly spent it. They had free for all.
Spent it on McDonald's, eating 30 hamburgers at a time.
Of which some of the sesame seeds, along with the cigarette ashes and cat hair, were in the bottom of Tina's bag that she got last week.
Yeah. So,
thankfully that wasn't in mine.
Let's go on to other and lighter things. So anybody in the chat, what's good for supper tonight?
Yeah, food.
Who's doing what? Yes, Kathy, really. Tina opened up her box of things, and there was sesame seeds and cigarette ashes and cat hair and all kinds of foreign filth coming out of it.
The bottom of the bag was full of funk. Nasty, funky funk.
Yeah. Funky shit. Yes.
Yeah. Funky, fluffy, funky shit.
Yeah. Wendy's having crumpets. Okay. You had a Munster. Well, you got to do better than Munster. Them things are not good for you, darling. Pulled pork in the pressure cooker right now. So pulled pork sandwiches and chips. Okay, cool. Everything bagel seasoning. Hey, that stuff's good. We use it on a lot of stuff, Lisa. Not McDonald's. Burgers and fries and a martini. There you go, Joyce.
Kathy is drinking a watermelon monster.
I can't do them monsters. They're just
My visual doesn't go to a can of something. My visual goes to a monster, and she's drinking it, and I'm like, I have a good imagination.
Yes. He's beyond an asshole, Jennifer. He is the stuff below an ant's ass.
All right, Amy. Love you, honey. Proud of you. You got that taken care of. You go, girl.
Amy.
She's the rockin' ninja.
Yep. Ribeye and asparagus. Okay, I can do the ribeye. You can keep your asparagus.
I love asparagus, but I don't like the smell when you pee after for about a day. That's some funky shit.
I think I'm having a 7 salad.
I think I'd rather have chili and fart. It smells better than the weird smell that you get from asparagus.
That sounds good. Yeah, you go, Wendy.
Just because Cody's not here.
Yep. Yep. There you go.
That's what they say on Victoria's little thank you thing that she uses when they super chat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, of course, asparagus is good for you.
Anything good for you, you can't taste. I mean, it tastes nasty, so I don't know. It just.
I like asparagus, but I like okra more. Everybody looks at me.
I can do fried okra. Deep fried okra?
Yeah, or pickled okra. Yeah. I love okra.
Tomorrow night, I'm going to do smoked sausages and mac and cheese, and then I'll use my sauerkraut. Yum, yum, yum.
I used to love sauerkraut. I can't eat it anymore. My gut doesn't tolerate it. Kathy's going to have a salad later before she hits the dumpster. So that means every time she bends over digging in a dumpster, she's going to be burping salad dressing. Yum.
Yep. Kathy's
I'm the only one in my family that'll eat okra too, James.
Kathy will be blowing herself in and out of the dumpster saying, pleet. Sorry, Kathy.
Burping, not farting.
Oh, well, yeah.
Depends on what she puts in the salad as to whether or not she has backdoor air functioning or.
This is true.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the taste of kraut, but my stomach just doesn't tolerate it. Anything vinegary, I can't eat. It's like acid on my gut. Which sucks because there's a lot of kind of vinegary things that I liked when I was young and can't eat it no more. I haven't been able to eat it for I don't know, 20 years.
Brain's leaking out. Sorry,
Oh,
turning to mush.
it happens. What in the fuck is kamishi? Or kimchi?
Kimchi. That is Korean coleslaw.
Oh,
yeah.
Never had that. I like
it
broccoli
can be
slaw.
spicy. It can be spicy, but it's good.
I don't like spicy. I've never liked spicy. I always buy mild. Like if I go to Taco Bell or anything, it's always mild. And yeah, I've never cared for spicy, and I don't care for hot, like jalapeno. Hot peppery. I don't like that. Cayenne, no.
I've tried kimchi once, and it was good.
I like Chinese.
Yeah.
I've got Chinese in the fridge. We went to House of Ma over the weekend, and I'm still eating on it. I used to go to China Buffet regularly.
Cheese and salad cream. What's salad cream, Wendy?
Cheese and salad cream sandwiches.
Yeah, what's salad cream?
Is that like chicken salad, tuna salad, pimento salad?
Or is that like your mayonnaise or Miracle Whip or whatever?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Banana, cheese, and salad cream. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm
banana
not sure
and cheese together. Hi, Sabe.
It's like a Miracle Whip. Okay.
Oh, okay. So it's just mayo.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you, Lisa.
So banana, cheese, and mayo sandwich.
I can go the cheese and mayo, but not with the banana on it.
No.
Now peanut butter banana and plain chips, yes. But toast on toast. Be all shook up Elvis. Peanut butter, banana, bacon, and toast.
Ew.
Yeah, that's good.
I've had peanut butter and bacon. I've never done peanut butter and banana before because when I was pregnant, the one time I was pregnant with twins at 17 as a newlywed, and they were stillborn about almost 6 months later. But my husband would make like a peanut butter sandwich, leave peanut butter all over the butter knife, drop it in the sink in the dishwater, and I would pull it up, and the smell of wet peanut butter I would hurl right then and there into the dishwater. To this day, I cannot stand the smell of wet peanut butter.
Yeah.
And it's all tied to that pregnancy way back when.
Right. That can understand that. Yep.
A banana with the moisture next to peanut butter, even the sound of it is unappealing, so I probably wouldn't be able to eat it. That's why I've never tried it. Because I didn't hear about that until I was like in my 20s. I heard about peanut butter and bacon because my husband, my ex, he was eating peanut butter and bacon sandwiches all the time. So I tried it and it was good.
I could try that.
But yeah, just fruit with peanut butter, it just doesn't connect in my brain, I guess.
It's currently 73 here.
The closest I get to peanut butter and fruit is a little bit of grape jam on a peanut butter sandwich, PB&J. That's as close as I get. And it's always grape. I don't do strawberry. I don't do
it's got to be grape. It's got to be grape jam, not jelly. Jam.
Jam, yes.
Crunchy peanut butter.
Yeah. Putting marmalade on it or any other. It's always got to be grape.
Yep. Just grape jam.
Anything else it just doesn't sound good.
Oh, Caroline. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry.
It's not Caroline, though. It's Carol Ann.
Oh, yeah. Well, true. Carol Ann.
You've got Carol Ann. You've got Caroline. You've got Carolyn, which was my mom's name, Carolyn.
I went the wrong direction.
Yep. Yeah, the song you're thinking of, it would be Caroline.
Yeah.
Sweet Caroline. Yep.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Yep. I love that song.
Yeah. So anyhow, Yes, Welch is great.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm a Welch's girl. I don't buy generic, and it's got to be jam.
I have a cousin that is a certified beekeeper, and used to be. I guess he's still alive. I don't know. I haven't seen him in years, but he, for honey, he had the bestest honey there ever was that I knew of. Yes, Neil Diamond was so good. If you like
we've got
honey,
beekeepers here in town. You know, I've tried eating honey from different regions, and I usually have an allergy to something that the bees harvested pollen from.
right?
So I generally keep it local because I know I can tolerate. The only thing local that really gets me is cottonwood tree.
Oh
There's
yeah,
no pollen in a cottonwood tree, so the bees don't touch it. So
right.
I'm safe. But there's other things that I'm allergic to that's not regional here, but it is, like even a county over. And
Right.
yeah, I can't tolerate those things being pollen drawn by the bees. So, okay, Tina. She said her phone's dying. She got plug in.
Sorry, had to holler at Tina for a minute.
That's fine.
Welcome back, Michelle.
Oh, I bet, Pearl. I would have probably have loved that, Jay, but I can't do the vinegar. Anything vinegar. And strawberries are one of the more acidic fruits. I have some fresh strawberries in the fridge, but I have to be very careful eating them. They react in my system kind of like oatmeal. I can't do oatmeal. I can't do oat flour. I can't, but I've got some no-bake cookies. But to eat those, I have to take a double dose of digestive enzyme and eat them with milk to coat the stomach. Otherwise, they shit backwards on me, and my whole digestive tract goes sour. It's disgusting, and it takes days to get rid of it. You burp, the whole house smells like sour stomach. It's disgusting. So I try to avoid that like the plague.
Now where was I going?
You were talking about bees, honey.
Yeah, and then my train derailed.
No, I don't know where it derailed to.
I don't either.
It'll come back or it won't. No big o.
Oatmeal. That's where it was going. For me, oatmeal. It's got to have it's got to have butter, sugar, and milk. In my oatmeal.
Yeah.
Yum yum yum.
I used to love oatmeal, but so many, like if you buy oatmeal cups or packets or anything like that,
right?
I love brown sugar in my oatmeal.
Oh no.
But I cannot handle maple anything.
Yeah.
Even the smell makes me hurl.
The only way I want maple if it's the syrup on top of my pancakes or my waffles.
Not even there.
But normally I'm the white syrup.
Cairo, yeah. That's usually that's what I used to do. Now I can't do that because of diabetes.
Because we used it
peanut butter.
We used it to make fish bait, so we always had the Cairo syrup. My grandpa used to make his own fish bait. He used it, Wheaties, some food coloring, Mickey's malt liquor. The little glass jars were only about like 8-ounce jars. Had the big mouth on them.
Yeah, the mason jars. Yeah.
Yeah, they were green, I think. But anyhow, God, it stunk up the house. But man, the fish would hit that stuff. The catfish and what have you would tear that fish bait apart. And Grandpa would make a weekend of it, making it before during the winter and early spring, and make bunches of it over a weekend and sell off some and keep some.
Yeah,
and people would beat the door down to get it.
Yeah.
And
what was real popular here, back when I was still able to fish, which would have been the 90s, the best bait for catfish or gar was chicken livers doused in beef blood. Simple as that. And they make it and sell it here regular. You can get it in any place where you can buy bait. Also, some people like to eat carp.
Yeah.
The best way to catch carp is with canned corn.
Yep. Yep.
Good old fashioned canned corn.
Yep.
You just put a few kernels of corn on a hook and chunk it in the water, and they munch it right up.
Yep.
And you use a small hook because they have such little mouths.
Yep. Grandpa would make 3 different colors. He'd make pink, black, and yellow.
Yeah.
And depending on what you wanted to fish for, you used one of those 3 colors.
Yeah.
And
it would draw a particular fish. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And, you're talking anywhere from, this, 4 to 6 inch on up to, 3, 4, 5 pound fish. First thing I ever remember catching, when I was probably 2, 3 years old, maybe, my aunt had a farm just southeast of here that had 3 ponds on it, and we'd go over there on weekends and camp. Grandpa had a great big tent and all kinds of stuff, and I had a little bitty, it's probably 2 foot long, maybe a little longer, plastic fishing pole. I had Mickey Mouse on it.
Yeah.
And it had yarn for string and a plastic hook on it, and it had plastic fish with it. I begged and begged and begged my grandma, because that was my thing. I wanted to fish.
Yeah.
So she finally got tired of listening to me. So she took and cut the plastic hook off on it, put a worm hook on it, put a little worm on it, tossed it out off the bank, maybe 2, 3 foot. That's all the yarn that was on it. I was tickled to death. I was holding my fishing pole. Next thing I know, my grandma's got a hold of me, pulling me and the pole out of the water. The pole breaks, and she keeps a hold of it. Grandpa and Uncle Lee come running over, get a hold of it, pull it out.
Grab the line,
a snapping turtle on the end of it. And if anybody knows what a wash tub is, the old metal wash tubs.
Galvanized metal, yeah.
How big a number 10 wash tub is, which is about almost 3 foot around. The snapper turtle fit right inside of that wash tub. That's how big that snapper turtle was I caught. Grandpa, we took him home. Grandpa cleaned him out throughout the next week, kept fresh water running through him and so forth and so on. Killed him, cleaned him out, got the meat out of him, and I had me a nice little hotel for my cars in my sandbox when I was a kid.
From the shell, yeah.
Yep.
The biggest fish that I ever caught was a 20-pound blue cat. It was caught down at the reservoir. Here at the local Cottonwood River, I caught a 55-pound yellow cat, also known as a flathead catfish.
Yep.
And I also brought, there's an old bridge, Model A, Model T bridge that is now just a fishing bridge. They've put a highway in.
Right.
But I caught it was a little over 5.5 foot long alligator gar.
Oh, wow.
And I brought it up the bridge. I wasn't on the bank. I was on the bridge.
Wow.
I brought it up the bridge because I had seen that there was huge gar. It was time. The gar were running.
Right.
And there was some huge gar going over the rocks under that bridge. So I used Dad's big pole, which is actually, it would be classified a shark pole.
Right.
To catch big fish. I used that, and that's why I was able to literally bring it up the bridge. That thing was laid out on that bridge. Everybody was looking at it, I was sitting on it trying to get the hook out of its mouth. And, it's, and they got pretty long run of teeth going on there.
Yeah.
And some boys that was on the bridge, or young men, I asked them if they would take it down to the bank and release it.
Right.
Because there was a lot of little kids running around. It was kind of a family time fishing. The bridge is full of people. They about shit when they see me pulling that gar up the bridge. They were like, "You're gonna break your pole." And I'm like, "Did you look at the pole? It can handle it." But they took it down and let it go down on the bank because it was snapping around. It was stressed, and there was all these tiny little kids running around, little sandals. 3, 4, 5-year-olds, and I didn't want them getting bit. you know. And I didn't want to kill a big fish like that in their presence and shock them, you know, because they were coming up. You aren't going to kill that, are you? It's beautiful, you know. So I had those boys take it down to the bank and release it for me to save little kitty toes and not traumatize the children. But yeah, it was 5 foot 9.5 inches or something like that. It was almost 6 foot.
Wow.
And it was, I mean, it was a big old mama. She was
a big fish.
Yeah, that was a heavy fish. I about busted a gut trying to, you know, bring it up over the rail on the bridge. Thankfully, my boyfriend helped me. And he was furious because he hadn't caught shit, and I caught a monster.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Gary, I feel you. I get claimed as a kid too, so. And talking about funnel cakes in the chat is not fair. That's just, yeah, that's rough on a fat kid. Funnel cakes and elephant ears and curly fries from a fair. Oh my God! And the bloomin' onions. Oh,
I love a bloomin' onion. I've made a bloomin' onion. I used to have the you know, it almost looks like an apple peeler, but it was bigger to accommodate, you know, a big old Vidalia onion. You'd mush it down, you know, to cut it. And I've hand cut them too. That's interesting.
Yep.
You have to be very, very careful so you don't cut all the way through.
Exactly. I agree with you, Mark. I'm like, you know, 12, 13-year-old trapped in this body as well. Yep.
Yeah, I'm a little older than that. When I was 4, my mom said I was 4 going on 40. It's that old soul thing. But yeah. I finally caught up with the age everybody thought I was when I was, you know, not even in grade school yet. And then I reverted back to childhood. I started collecting dolls and, you know, but I don't give a fuck. People don't like it. They can suck it. I biked when I was a kid, but I couldn't bike as an adult. The skin condition bloomed and friction, no, not pretty.
Yeah, I couldn't ride now. If I wanted to, I'd fall over.
Well, my balance and everything was fine, but the gall from the friction rub from the seat. Also, when I was, I don't know, I was 11 or 12, I racked myself on the bar. Broke the old hymen. Yeah, that hurt. That I like bruised the bone. Mom hauled me to the doctor, and yeah, I had bruised the pelvic bone, everything. It was awful.
I was going down a hill in the woods and didn't realize there was a little Humpty Dump. Well, I went over the Humpty Dump, and when I came down, it broke the bike in half, and one went one way, one went the other way, and I went straight. That wasn't very good, and it wasn't my bike.
You face planted?
Yeah.
Yeah, not pretty. No. There was a trailer park behind a street behind where we lived, and I used to help an elderly gentleman. He had rentals in there, and I would help him clean them up, remodel them, do whatever needed to be done between renters. And I was over there one day helping him, and I was getting ready to leave because it was time. I had to be home for supper, you know. I was like 9, 10, something like that. Some dog came out of somebody's yard and came after me, got a hold of my pants and everything. You know, I was trying to clear it. It was a gravel. Hi, Dana. And when I went to make the turn to exit the park, I skidded on the gravel into the bank of the old, you know, old-fashioned mailboxes type, you know, nailed to a 2x4 frame kind of thing. I hit that.
Oh.
Well, when I came back up, you know, the little finger hook catch on the door, well, it was in my arm, and I had a mailbox hanging out of my arm.
Ouch. Yeah.
So I had to jerk that out, and I'm still kicking him, trying to get this dog off my pant leg. Thankfully, I did not get bit. I didn't get scratched, but the arm needed attending, so I went home. My shirt's shredded. I'm covered in dust and dirt, you know, because I, you know, butt planted in the gravel.
Right.
But I got myself home. Mom went in, showed Mom and Dad. They were like, ER. So in the car we went, off to the ER. And because it was a dog bite incident. The police were called, and they went and swept the park for loose animals, and sent animal control to do that, and had to file a police report. And the officer called another couple of days later to see how I was doing, and because my arm was the muscles and stuff were so torn up in there that they had put one of like those stick traction things there, and kind of casted it, and it's like out here, my hand's turning purple. We got home and Dad took all apart and used the first aid kit and redone it where it was just a gauze wrap and put me in a sling. Otherwise my hand was like hanging, just kind of draping out here going to sleep. It was the weirdest thing, but thankfully Dad was an EMT. He was a fireman, drove an ambulance, was trained in all that. So he was able to he didn't have the balls to do my own stitches. He wouldn't do my stitches. That's why I ended up in the ER. But he was willing to rewrap and totally reset it.
Right.
After we left the hospital and they had done all that.
Right.
It was a dad thing. Because my dad was like, almost 6 foot tall. He was like 5'10" and a half. Broad, huge shoulders. Big man. But when I got hurt, he turned into a weenie. First time I got hurt, split my head open, bouncing on the bed because my brother had me up there. Split my head open, hauled to the ER. Took like 4 or 5 dudes to tie me, hold me down on the table. Dad comes out to find out from Mom what my name was because he forgot my name because they were like, "What's her name?" Oh, give me a minute. Out the door he went to go ask Mom what my name was, and he's the one that named me. So definitely a dad moment. He just
no, Wendy, what's going on over yonder? And Dana, we're all doing good, dear. My thing today was just being aggravated about with the health issues that I'm experiencing and Tina is experiencing as well. She goes to a doctor tomorrow. Hopefully have updates later for that one. I go to the neurosurgeon Friday, hopefully sometime Friday afternoon, Friday evening / area. I will do another live, give an update on what's going on, what this neurosurgeon says this time, as to what we're going to do, what the next steps is. I have been dealing with the migraine, not necessarily migraines, but the constant headaches, pain ranging on the average around a 5 to 6 most days, sometimes rounding up to 7 or 8. But mostly it's a constant 5 or 6. The constant shaking still goes nonstop. Unless I'm really
by the reason that he's called Shake and Bake. I nicknamed him that in the beginning.
Yep, you and Cody did. Which I'm fine with.
Was done out of love.
Yep. Oh, wow, Wendy. That's sad.
Oh, good gracious.
Many prayers to the families.
Yeah, that happens here.
And then just right before we went live, Dana, we discovered that Willow had gotten one of the 2 packages from Dingle Dork Donk Dink from over yonder, and we decided to go ahead and let her open it live because we all agreed to open packages live when we get them from over there. So, yep, did that, and here we are talking about food, and chat's talking about Disneyland and funnel cakes, and just having a awesome good time. So, but yes, it
just wait, Pearl. There'll be a COVID baby boom.
Yeah.
When everybody was in lockdown, couldn't go anywhere, they were keeping themselves busy, I'm sure.
Yeah. There'll be weirdest names ever coming out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there'll definitely be something.
Yeah.
We're in the baby boomer era where the baby boomers are, hitting Medicare age.
Yeah.
that'll be another, Gen X, whatever, Boomer X, there'll
Yeah.
be another one. It'll be COVID X or some shit.
You guys were talking about Disney World, Disneyland, and all that stuff. Back when I
Yeah.
was in high school, my junior year class trip for choir, we went to Florida to Disneyland Epcot Center down there. And out of the whole group, and there was like 100 of us, there was two of us, myself and another fella, a buddy of mine, that didn't want to go to Disneyland. We wanted to go to Epcot Center. So we were allowed to go to Epcot Center. We had to have a chaperone with us, of course. And the class teacher said he would do the chaperone with us. So he went with us to Epcot and everybody else went to Disneyland. So we got over there and he says, all right, guys, he says, I know you're both over 18. At the time in 85, drinking age in Florida was 18. He says, I don't care what you do. You meet me at these times at this place throughout the day. Check in with me at these times at this particular place. Not a problem, sir. He says, I don't care what you do. I don't care what you drink. I don't care. I have no clue. If you need me, I will be in Ethnic Village. This is where I'll be all day, Ethnic Village. At this point in time, we have to go back to Disneyland or Disney World. Yes, thank you. To do our performance, because that was one of the things we had to perform there for the Twilight Parade. So we had a blast. We found him in Ethnic Village, had lunch with him, had a few drinks with him, went over, had to buy our way in because our tickets were for Epcot. They wouldn't work for Disneyland or Disney World, whichever it is. Went and did our performance, went back to the hotel the next morning, went to Miami, got on the plane, flew down to the Bahamas to Nassau, spent Friday night, Saturday, Sunday morning in Nassau, done 4 performances down there at a nightclub and at the hotel and what have you. It was awesome. That's the first time I was ever on an airplane, first time I was ever out of the country. It was fantastic. If I had a choice to go back, yes, I'd go back to Epcot Center again.
The only places like that I've ever been is Worlds of Fun in Kansas City, Missouri, and Six Flags over St. Louis in St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah. I've been
I
to
had
Six
fun at Worlds of
Flags.
Fun. Six Flags, it was like 110 in the shade that day, and I didn't last an hour, and I was out of there.
Yeah.
We were traveling at the time on our way to Nashville, Tennessee. We were on a vacation. It was like a family thing. So, yeah. I was so grateful for air conditioning in the car. Otherwise, heat stroke would have hit then.
Yeah. I've been to the Six Flags in St. Louis, I think, 4 times. Twice in high school with choir, 2 or 3 times as a family. I've been to great Six Flags over the Mid-America, I think it is, called in Chicago once. That's been it. Otherwise, yeah, the Epcot would always be the awesomest thing.
I was in Worlds of Fun, I think it was probably 80 or 81. And Six Flags was a couple of years later, so probably 82, probably 83, 84. And I haven't been to any of those places. No, it would have been 83, because that's when we went on the vacation. The Worlds of Fun it didn't cost me anything. It was one, the school, I was in middle school. There was 4 teams, like red, blue, green, purple, or some shit like that. And we were all collecting Campbell's soup labels.
Yeah.
It was kind of a fundraiser kind of thing in school, but we were collecting these labels because they were like worth something back then.
Yeah.
And we collected so many that one team, one color team group from my class was able to go for free, and the runner-up team was able to go half price. Originally, it was just going to be the one team, but we collected so many labels that 2 teams were able to go. And I was in, I think it was the 7th grade then. And then we went on that family vacation a couple of years later. That's how I ended up in St. Louis. I enjoyed Merrimack Caverns, which is
Yes, Merrimack Caverns is cool.
one of those crystal caverns.
Yep,
I enjoyed that more than
Caves is
Six
cool
Flags.
too.
And we went to Merrimack Caverns like a day or two before we went to St. Louis. You know, we were doing this loopy route thing heading
Right,
for Nashville
right.
on a family vacation. I think we were
Yeah,
gone like
Merrimack Caverns is cool. Mark Twain Caves is cool. Mammoth Caves is cool.
well, that's the only caves I've ever been in.
Yep.
Something that fascinated me, I'm trying to think of the name of the place. Kansas Cosmosphere. It's one of those places that has like a 3D domed movie screen. We watched a movie. I think it was about trains, and then we did something about space. But in their souvenir shop, this was in grade school.
You want to show up in my chat? Come on up here on the screen and let's have a talk.
Yeah, anybody? StreamYard's tag.
And one particular person, come on up here on my screen and let's have a talk.
But no, I went to the Cosmosphere. I think I was in like 3rd or 4th grade. And I had some allowance money that I'd saved up because it was like a planned event, like at the end of the school year or some shit.
Right.
I had saved my allowance like all year to go there. And, you know, everybody was buying space stuff and train stuff and all this stuff. They had gemstones. Just little tumbles.
Right.
I went home with a bag of rocks, and I was the happiest chick on the bus. I had my little bag of tumbles.
Yeah, I would do that too.
You know, I didn't want fancy space models or any of that stuff. I wanted rocks. I was a happy girl. That was the first gemstone tumbles that I ever had, and that is what hooked me on gemstones.
Yeah.
Back in grade school. And I've been hooked ever since. That's why I can identify so many stones and all that kind of stuff, because I've researched extensively a majority of my life. Because I would have been like, what, 7, 8 years old back then?
Right.
You know, I'm in my 50s now. So
come in, said one thing, retracted it, and disappeared. Ain't got the balls to stick around, come up and talk.
Not surprising.
Yep.
The funky, fluffy fucktard is too big of a pussy.
Yep.
To face us. That's on you, buddy.
You like that, Lisa? That you can thank Willow and Cody for naming me that one.
Yeah, when he first started having the tremor issues, we nicknamed him Shake and Bake.
Oh, gang, it's been 2 hours, a little over. Much appreciated, everybody. I really do. Much love, much appreciated. Thank you, everybody, for the support and the love and such from everybody. It's a lot. It really does. I'm going to call it a night. Not because of that. My body's hurting. I need to get up and move. I need to get some eat. But at any rate, I will be back on Friday for a live. I don't know what time yet, but I will be. That is a promise. I promise.
Depends on how my day goes.
Unless I wake up dead between now and then, I will be back at some point in time Friday on a live. I promise you. Alrighty. With that being said, much love to everybody. Many prayers to everybody. Thank you all for stopping in, showing the support. Much appreciated from the bottom of my heart. Willow, thank you for hanging with me.
You are
much
most welcome,
appreciated, dear. Much love. We will see you all on sometime Friday or in a chat between now and then.
Cody
More
has her
Yes.
her live on Wednesday.
Yes. Drop it,
And
please,
then-
Willow. Yes, Cody's live Wednesday at some point if she hasn't posted yet.
Going to see right now.
And then also Cody is on Saturday and Ma is on Sundays. So yeah, make sure you check them out, which I'm sure most all of you do. Excuse me, sorry. So
Checking to see if
yep.
her Wednesday is up so that I can drop it.
Or just drop her
No.
link, period.
Yeah, I'm not finding a thumbnail for that, but I'll drop a
Okay.
channel link.
So
People can watch for it.
yep. If you're not subscribed to Cody and Ma and Willow, go for it. Y'all are welcome to drop y'all's links. I have no issues with that. You know, it's a fun, friendly family channel. Hey, you know, we may get carried away and cuss and smoke and swear like a sailor some days, but you know what? It's life. If you don't like it, get the fuck over it, grow the fuck up, grab a ball, and go on with yourself. Right? Love
Definitely.
y'all.
Trying to grab
Prayers.
you.
Peace out, guys.
Grabbing Tina's channel and dropping it in the chat as well.
Okay.